Will. I am not your dungeon master, but I am your host for this evening as we sin together. We're playing Sins of the Last Council, a Numenera game. I think this is episode 4 or 5? I want to say 5.
Ish.
And we have back a full cast, as always, to play tonight. So, Josh, I guess I'll hand over to you. How's it going, Tom? How's it going, everyone in chat? Good to see you.
Indeed.
But
Thank
Josh,
you very
how are
much.
you?
I'm good. I've a couple of updates. Beth is currently in bed behind me, just trying to get some rest. Just so you guys know, she's been in hospital this weekend. She's still not particularly well, but she's home. And yeah, if my schedule is slightly erratic and not the usual sort of schedule, then I apologise. But we have a poorly Beth, so
Indeed.
all our love goes to her.
Send the
apart from that-
cleric.
Indeed, send the cleric. Indeed, I was saying that a lot.
Cool 999. Send the cleric.
Yeah, it's good.
And of course we
It's
have
pretty much
Cord back as well. How are you doing?
indeed. Yes.
Hello. How's it going, everybody?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to play Alric.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, and
Yeah.
Mike, how are you?
Hey, thanks for having me back. I'm ready to fix my suit and shoot some guys and turn more guys into water. Good time.
The usual.
You know, the usual.
Usual Monday night
Blow
for
up some
us.
guy's brain. Average day.
Indeed. I mean, it's pretty much just day to day in Sins. Let me just officially christen the episode open.
Huzzah!
Hiya!
There you go.
Mm.
So I guess you probably
are
recap what
ready.
happened last time, so we'll remember.
We should indeed. So, I'll give a quick recap up until last episode. Our characters, we have Ulrich. Give us a quick intro on Ulrich, Cord, just so we know.
Alric is what is description? What am I? He is a charming Jack who rides the lightning. I'm in the wrong roll 20. This is awkward. Yeah, so he charming Jack who
won.
rides the lightning. He
No, you're not.
no, I was in a different one. Don't worry about it. So
Okay.
yeah, he is a war hero who has been taken and tortured and has risen from his execution by the electric chair. He has risen from that now kind of as like this electrified revenant. But yeah, he controls... There's lightning that courses through his veins. But yeah, that's him. He wields a crossbow
He's pretty much.
and a man bun.
Yes, he does. And a man bun, indeed. And yeah, he's pretty much the guy who just refuses to die. It's pretty cool. We also have Jackal,
It's the coolest.
who's a
Oh.
heavy hitter.
Yes, indeed. Jackal is a wasteland glaive who hunts the supernatural. He is a kind of Russian-sounding chap from the wasteland. He's Slavic, I guess, and
Yeah.
he carries with him 2 pistols, a shotgun, and currently a 2-handed longsword strapped to him, and he takes no names. And yeah, he's just a bit of a badass, really.
Bit of a badass.
Yeah.
Indeed. We also finally have a dear friend, Arcturus, who I believe is from some strange future apocalyptic Boston. Essentially, that's the
Boston.
vibe I get off him. Yeah.
So regular Boston. So like
Yeah.
Southie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arcturus is a perceptive nano who fuses mind and machine. He is the group's Barney from How I Met Your Mother, and he's a hacker, and he's just a general bastard.
Yeah.
General
He's infinitely
General
worse.
bastard.
I think you should just change it to refuse his mind and machine.
refuses
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
and machine. Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
a right asshole. It's just basically.
I mean, I feel like comparing him to Barney, like Barney had some redeeming qualities. You have done terrible,
far.
terrible things.
Yeah. So far, you haven't found Arcturus yet. I don't think he has either. So we'll see what happens.
That's good.
I guess.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
start as you mean to go on. I do believe the phrase is. So, yeah, we our player characters. First of all, Arcturus is our actually longest serving character so far. He was with us in the prologue. They escaped from a medical facility of some grotesque form after being kidnapped and subjected to experiments. They weren't really sure what was going on. They fled. They managed to escape back to the city of Olympia. Olympia being the last free city, well, not the last free city, but like the last beacon of civilization in a godforsaken wasteland, set
That's my home.
570 years into the future, 500 years after an apocalypse of some description ravaged the world. The wasteland, it is actually Jackal's home. So, there are settlements out there, there are tribes, there are villages, there are small towns, but Olympia is sort of this huge beacon that people flock to in droves, and there's plenty of corruption and all manner of stuff going on there. So yeah, they were all hired by a member of the Knight's Order to investigate what the fuck is going on with this facility, where is it, what happened to the people there, and generally figure out what's going on. And so far, the party has managed to, and the guy that hired them was, representative of a government organization called the Knight's Order. Very honourable, quite older men, sort of who are imagine sort of Kingsman. If any of you have seen Kingsman, sort of the knights, they're all sort of badass magic users who are elderly and wise and want to look out for the people. And they have so far managed to shoot up a police checkpoint, killing their way through innocent security guards who were just trying to do their jobs at customs into the slum district. They have managed to blow up an entire surveillance depot that was looking into a known terrorist/gang organization, and also a fellow of their employer, a friend of their employer. So they've. Remind me, are you guys the heroes? I'm pretty sure
We're anti-heroes, okay? We're anti-heroes.
We didn't blow them up. In our defense, we didn't blow them up.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's absolutely full disclosure. They didn't blow him up. They just injected one of their brains, one of the guy's brains, with an explosive gel. They injected him into his bloodstream, and once it gets to your brain, it turns into an explosive gel. And then they gave the detonator, which looked like a stylus/pen with a clicky bit on the end, to one of the security guards. And as they walked out, he clicked it to write down a name or something, and it leveled almost the entire building.
Friendly fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Blue on blue. It's
Yeah.
I think we did fine.
Also, we didn't kill the boss of that gang. He turned into water, and we offered to perform life-saving surgery on him. It just backfired horrendously, and that was his own fault.
I mean, he was made of a thin membranous sort of film over a body made entirely of water, sentient water, and you put a nano blade in him.
If I'm not mistaken, I rolled a 20 on my persuasion, and I was convinced that I had to release the water from his body.
You persuaded yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, should I do this?
This
Rolled some dice. Was like, I should do
super
this.
right. Yeah. Like I was like, it's just water. You got to release it. It's like a balloon. And I was like, that sounds right to me, and I did it, and I was wrong. It turns out.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you to Vulneratum for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. And we're actually, guys, we're under 25 followers away from 1,500 followers, which is something of a landmark. It was only a couple of months ago we hit 1,000, so...
it's like November, right?
Yeah, November, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say it's
Like
something
2
of a
months.
landmine.
Something of a landmine.
Landmine.
It changes things a lot.
So keep on following, guys. We do a view decision at 1,500. You guys get to decide anything which happens in our game. So support us, follow the channel, join the adventure. Carry on.
Indeed. No
Carry on.
problem at all. Thank you
Carry
very
on,
much.
boys.
Yo, Johnny-o. So yeah, you guys are currently, you've just shot your way out of a gang stronghold.
Before you carry on. Thank you so much, RGO Fireman. Thank you so much for the
Hey.
follow, my friend. Welcome. You are a
Thank you.
gentleman and a scholar. All right, now you may carry on.
Good job.
until I interrupt you again.
No, it's cool. I'm absolutely fine with that. So yeah, you guys have just shot your way out of a gang stronghold, the Crane Gang stronghold. You've also managed to steal a speeder. The speeder has two main seats. It's got like two front seats. It's got a driver's sort of position and then a passenger position, and on the back it's got a mounted turret in like a truck bed. So it's, you know, there's room around your feet and stuff like that to like store stuff, so you can throw like your luggage in if you needed to. I'm going to give you a little bit more of a description on this now. You've actually stolen it, and you know you guys are fleeing in it. Fleeing. We'll get to that in a second. So it's got two seats. It's got it's a pretty sleek, sexy looking, like you can imagine this is a showroom sort of piece. And then the Crane's got hold of it and they've welded on a load of unnecessary armor. So it's not going to be as fast as its showroom brochure said. And most of the electronics are missing, but instead of a radio, you will actually notice, for starters, who's driving, who's in the passenger seat, and who's on the ridiculously overpowered sodding gun.
Me. I have the gun.
I think I'm driving. I think I jumped in the front seat.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Well, in all fairness, you are probably the only one who's going to have experience in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because this is a military variant of this vehicle, and you, being a soldier of your background, you know that's something that is probably making a lot of sense for you guys.
Badass
Boom.
recap of what happened there. I snuck up and jumped up onto. I think I like grabbed onto the door, the side panel of the door. We just dropped a mic cam, and Mike, if you could bring your cam back, that'd be wonderful. And so I jumped on, hung over there, and grabbed the guy's head with my hand, zapping him and stunning him, because I can do that, and then pulling him out of the driver's seat.
Indeed, you're kind of a badass, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to
Only like-
overinflate your ego, but kind of a badass. Also,
Stroke away, my friend.
I do believe Arcturus managed to throw a nanoblade into someone, and as he threw the nanoblade in, this guy fired the turret into sort of like the warehouse where it was pointed, where there were a lot of their own men who were still searching for you. You sort of managed to outflank them, get through a side door, and take two of the vehicles. There were actually two. One was like a transport vehicle, and the other is a armed sort of fighting vehicle, and you've taken that. So you guys managed to get on that. So by default, that means Arcturus is in passenger seat. We have Jackal on the big gun, which I'll explain, give you a little detail in a second. And Mitch, Ulrich is driving.
Not a thing.
That one is called Mitch in this current.
Oh, for God's sake.
Apparently. Oh no, Mike, your camera's going back.
There we go. Coming back.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so I'm driving. I think you meant to say
Yeah,
Myth.
you are driving. Yes,
You
I
also say
did.
Cord. Cord works as well.
Cord is
Doesn't
also
sound
his name.
anything like Mitch. All right, so that's right. So it's fine, James. So we're going to
Shots fired.
shots fired. So we are. I guess I don't know. There was two other ones I remember. There was two other hover warthog skiffs.
No, there's only one. There's only one other, and you actually managed. I do believe someone might have shot the driver. The driver's definitely in a bad way. Yeah, I feel like someone shot him.
Do we need to be here? There's no objective. Our we needed to
get back to base.
Yeah, we need to leave. Yeah, we need to go
Sweet.
fast.
I'm gonna fishtail out of there. I
was gonna say you very much need to not be here at the moment.
I'm gonna probably fishtail it and kick up a bunch of dust because it's like a hover skiff, and I try to kick up a huge cloud of dust in just towards the towards the courtyard of where all the battle has happened, and then just try to disappear over the bluff. I guess.
Cool. Yeah. So
towards the center, or do we want to go out? Which way do we want to go? Do we want to go in towards the center of Olympia, or do we want to go towards the wasteland?
Wasteland, go, go, go!
There is a giant exterior wall, like we're talking maybe 200 meters high.
That's all right.
Scratch
I mean,
that.
I'm gonna go,
I have played
go back to what's
Halo.
Gallivant.
There's a jump somewhere. All right, yeah, let's
As
let's
soon
go.
as
Yeah.
you jump spot, man. If you get all 60 of them, you get a special reward.
Yeah, we gotta get the skull. Why
There's
am I
one. There's
invisible?
one.
All
Yeah,
right.
we do
This
need
is
to go back to Gallivant. But
We
he's,
need
I think he's
crosshairs.
I'll just disable certain parts of your character sheet and just be like, fucking dude.
I'll just turn my camera off and play that way. All right, so there's just a microphone. I'll just play from over here. So yeah, the I guess I'm just gonna start. I don't know. I guess I start driving until someone tells me where Gallivant is. Where's Gallivant? Where are we going?
So you guys essentially turn your back to the warehouse. You're in like a big empty car park with like a heavy chain link fence. It's heavy as chain link, but at the end of the day, you have a fucking grab skimmer. You just can tear through it if you want to go through the fence. But also, there's one guy who's who's got a mounted turret, but the turret is fixed, so it can only face out. So the second you're out, he can shoot at you, but right now he physically cannot turn it round, and he's trying, but it's bolted to the floor, which is exactly. Will, you were there earlier. You know there was a couple of people that you've sort of left behind who were still sort of trying to semi-guard the gate and semi-run to assist their friends, and then like pretty much like 20 meters beyond that, there's like a 20 meters of just open verge, and then there's buildings and streets and stuff like that. But it's all pretty much, this is an industrial sort of sector, so there's not a lot of traffic, if any, and there's not a lot of pedestrians around these parts, so you can go.
Well, I guess I'm probably not paying too much attention because I'm shooting stuff at this point. I'm probably
Cool.
just shouting you
By
to
the-
get the hell out of here. Go, go,
By the
go!
So this gun is essentially has like a big, it's got like triggers, and then it's got like a big like thumb, like a dual push button in the
Nice.
center of it. And just a heads up, this gun is probably the most ridiculously over expensive looking gun. It looks like it's chrome, and you have no fucking concept
It's a
of what
Gauss
it
cannon,
does,
right?
except no. This thing like that, I was fucking tired by that point. But when you believe me, you might change your mind. If you're pulling the triggers, it's firing like a laser Gatling gun, and if you push the button, if in the center, it fires a concentrated burst.
It's
that
just the
fucking-
button is constantly
Yeah.
being pressed in like gold
Cool.
bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Tourette's
array.
turret.
Yeah.
It is the Tourette's turret, and okay, so if the
Very
more
ironic.
so Myth, as you're driving, you notice every time Jackal like fires the main sort of weapon, like the main cannon, like a huge explode array, your vehicle, you've got pretty much the only thing on the dashboard is a power readout, and the power just drops like just dramatically, like to maybe 40%, and the whole vehicle slows down every time he fires that gun.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
lights
just
dim-
so you know,
headlights dim.
yeah, like everything.
Yeah.
Like all power in the area just starts getting
Some
sucked.
street
into
lights
this.
dim as well.
It's this was designed by Batman, and it just plugs into the city power grid and fucking goes ham.
My
It's
brain
beautiful.
actually goes numb every time. Like I start feeling tingling in my limbs and such every time you fire that thing off as well.
Yeah. I suppose like you'd have some interesting reactions to this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Top level.
I did quickly mention there. So there's no radio. It looks like there was a radio at one point, but for you two
it's
in
been
the
stolen.
front, no. They've
Oh,
replaced
shit.
it with a pair of holsters, and there's two sawn-off shotguns that are like have up their
Oh, nice.
own
Stock is
holster,
sticking
which
out.
are loaded. Yeah.
Nice.
And they're just like slotted into like the
Very
radio part.
Slotted.
Yeah, it's kind of badass.
Nice.
Sweet.
So out of
Must fuse
character,
that with
we
crossbow.
have. So out of character, let me get in my mind everything that we did. I was going to find the Crane brothers, and I have his name somewhere. I went to Adam Crane in the Ala Akbar in Sector 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find him, and I got these two shady elf guys, and they attacked me, and this goblin dude attacked me, and they were hired by the water dude whose name we never got, and then we went and killed him, and now we're running away. So we still need to find these Crane brothers, right?
Well, the water guy was definitely a Crane guy.
Okay, so we've found
Yeah.
him.
did establish that he was he
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah.
their one of their bosses.
Yeah,
'Cause the
you've
crane
no
gate-
idea what his name was, but they all sort of deferred to him. What I will say to remind you, Michael, Arcturus stole pretty much all the documents from his personal desk.
I sure did.
I'm just saying, at some point when you're not in a car chase, maybe
Also,
maybe have a
Also, I think I have his compad. Oh no, wait! I gave that back to Ulrich, and he threw it across the building. That's right.
and it exploded.
It exploded.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
That's
Where-
what I do with
where-
electronics.
as
They are
as a
grenades to
team,
me.
where are we headed right now? Like other than
you've
away
got
from these
no
guys.
idea. You are fleeing
Into the
at the moment.
sunset. That's it.
Into onto the romantic sunset.
Thank you guys. This has been real.
So,
We
yeah.
know we have to go back to Gallivant, but we have no idea how to evade everyone to get back there.
So we're going back to Gallivant. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Because I'm pretty sure the cops want to kill us, and this gang wants to kill us.
Yeah.
Probably everyone in between.
Pretty sure everyone wants to kill us. Okay, so we're going back to Gallivant. That's a thing. So does anyone does anyone have a compad? Call. Well, what's his name? Call old man.
Did I blow up my compad last time?
No, you blew up the
No,
combat
you did.
stole.
Ah, all right, but I did blow up that compad.
No,
Or did I
actually,
not?
You know what?
No, I didn't. I
You
was
know
about
what?
to, and I didn't.
No. You did
Damn it.
blow it up.
Crap.
And you know why you did blow it up? Because it wasn't his compad that you blew up. Because you threw his compad over a roof on the way home. So you have no compad.
Yeah, I have none. All right, so I blew up my compad.
Cool.
I discussed his
Arcturus
over
will
a
have
roof because
comps.
I didn't realize I needed it, and I thought he said it was
Somebody
broken.
call old man.
Yeah, I guess I have
Cool,
my
so-
combat, so I'll call him.
Okay, so
I'm not going to text and drive. Are you guys nuts?
There's
illegal,
me
and I
firing this
keep
gun,
driving.
probably like drinking at the same time whilst shooting this thing up. Oh, yes, don't drink and drive.
drinking.
I can't call right now.
Where
Bring
Okay,
it
so-
beer?
I'm going to make you roll some rolls, unfortunately, because this
Oh,
is... Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
Arrow
so guys-
this is actually sci-fi. It's science fiction as well as fantasy. Also
Kind of a
kind of
mix.
post-apocalyptic as well. It's like a dystopian universe.
Cool,
Kind of
so-
Mad Max Fallouty.
The short answer is yes.
Yeah,
kind of.
Short answer is yes. And then you figure out the rest.
Yeah. There may also be magic. So currently, it's pretty much I'm gonna need a free roll from each of you. I'm gonna need a speed roll of difficulty 3 from Cord.
Sweet.
That is this is for Ulrich, just driving and getting around.
And we wouldn't have missed any of
Oh, and I still am wearing like a
stats
I'm
pools by this.
sorry.
Maybe chill like at some point, guys.
Yeah.
Like, if your characters want to chill,
That's-
I'm okay with that.
Jackal
because
doesn't really
you are-
have any chill in him.
That's true. We don't have a place to chill. We're on the run.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just pull in over
Hey
here.
guys,
Just
you
need to
want
grab
to,
my.
yeah.
go
Hey,
grab
does
me some,
anyone want to take a break down the little strip bar?
Anybody want
just-
McDonald's? There's a drive-in right over here.
Yeah, we just go from the
Pretty
drive-through. I would like a Big Mac, please.
I'll
These guys
take,
are shooting us.
You have any Vegemite? No. Right,
I
this
would
is-
like your
this might be
largest
rubbish.
peck, please.
All right. I'm gonna. Yes, I rolled a 5. It's like, let's get out of here, and I do like a fishtail into the wall.
So yeah, on
Head
a,
into
on
a
a
street
5,
light.
so you're you pull like you come out of like the industrial sort of zone. Things are okay, and as you come round, there you turn onto like the first street, and one of the first things you see is a blockade has been set up, and this is not like a
Nailed
police
it.
blockade. This is like a gang blockade.
Damn it.
Does it look
Indeed,
like my skiff will fly right over the roadblock?
No, it
This
really
is gonna
doesn't.
fly.
Always does.
Really doesn't.
They have so the blockade is essentially made up of 2 trucks that have been turned sort of sideways, like the ones that not like the separate cab and the separate trailer. They've got like just the simpler ones, almost like really large vans that have been turned on their sides and parked sort of blocking both sides of the street and the pavement. So yeah, this is about 50, maybe even 100 meters. We'll say 100 meters down the street. So you're not immediately fucked, but like this is inconvenient, and there's no side turn off before this.
You're not immediately fucked, but in the matter of minutes.
Imminently fucked.
I mean,
Imminent
minutes.
fuckery.
This thing will cover that ground. If you go flat out, this thing will cover that ground in about 5 seconds. Like,
So in a mere
this is,
matter of
this is, but I mean, like, you don't have to go flat out. This thing has an ability to slow down.
Can the
so,
gun pivot?
So we have
Forwards.
half a round.
Oh, fuck, mate, the gun's got
like
a 360 degree.
Yeah.
It can't aim directly above, but it can almost, and
Okay.
it can't. It seems to have been locked, so you can't aim directly at the ground around it.
Yeah.
Probably a safety
Probably
feature.
bad. All right, so I say duck, bitches.
Wait, are these
as I turn
trucks
it
on the
around,
ground?
like to face
All I-
forwards.
All I can think of is
This thing's raised, so
Arcturus has his
you've
arm
got a
around
side of it.
Ulfric's waist. He's on his compad. The gun's over his shoulder. I'm trying to make a phone call.
Stand still. I'm like resting on your shoulder to use as like support. Stand
Cool.
still.
Are we Gatling gunning, or
Yeah.
are we just going ham with the?
Wait, I gotta.
No, it's literally like, and we're just gonna like blow atomic matter through the space that we're gonna go through.
Cool. So that sounds like another speed check, because you're sort of. This is sort of like a, can you hold the gun steady and like
Yeah.
have the reflexes to keep it
Probably might.
aimed. Yeah. I mean, it's the thing is this isn't really like a. Like, it's not heavy. The gun's all
Oh,
like
you're talking recoil.
pneumatically
Oh, okay.
assisted. So
Um,
yeah. No. This is like, you just, all you've got to do is basically keep this thing in line with
Yeah.
what you're aiming at.
Cool.
So it's,
What's
do you
the
have
difficulty?
reflexes? It's going to be a 4, because this is like the first chance, like straight away as you come around the corner.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna leave it straight, boys. I'm feeling lucky. Yeah, 17, the
Fucking-
perfect number.
Nice.
So you fire this beam, and it hits. We'll say like the truck, the rear of the truck on the left. So it's like right next to the other truck, and as you hold, like, I imagine like Jackal just jams his thumbs down and
Yeah.
doesn't let go. What happens is a ball of brilliantly bright light, like this almost starts sickeningly green color building in the middle, and it starts rapidly building and expanding. Everything it touches is immediately just catches fire, combusts, seems to like melt. The tarmac around the area just starts to melt, and the gun is just like, eventually a little warning thing comes up. I presume you guys are going to slow down to a degree, or are you going full out?
I mean,
Are you going?
It's like a
Well-
drill. You use the laser to punch a hole when you just drive through it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this background?
What's that
noise
rustling, by the way?
Are you flooring it?
happening?
Myth.
So, I've played plenty of hover, Ghost, Halo. If this is anything like Halo physics, I know if I head rush that ground vehicle, I am gonna jump over it.
Yeah,
So-
can there be a convenient ramp? I want a ramp.
Well, there
Oh,
is.
but
I'm gonna
on the
flip
360
off.
in the air.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's what's
you
gonna
guys-
happen.
you
I'm gonna
guys-
hit the front end of it,
This-
and I'm gonna barrel roll into the distance.
this,
Yeah, everyone just lean back.
Yeah, we've been
as
here. We all know
yeah,
what
exactly.
we're doing.
You're fine. So this thing has as I said, it's got like armored that's been, and a gun that's been welded on, and a variety of other things. One of the big things that's got on it is a snowplow at the front, essentially, but it's been mounted upside down, so it would essentially divert stuff below and away from you. So yeah, feasible. Like, you will have seen this as you get in, and it's got protection, like armor, like put around the sides of, like, because it's got 4 stabilizers on the side, but they're armored at the front of them. So if you were to like crash through a set of trees, it's not just going to snap a stabilizer off and just fucking
So what you're
ruin your
saying
life.
is I'm gonna front
Yeah,
flip.
I'm saying what you could do is ram it and just fucking hope.
And front flip.
Um,
And front flip over, because this snowplow is facing down. It's just gonna catch and I'm gonna fly. Yeah, let's do it.
no, like it's not like bang
No,
on
no,
like
no.
design. It
Okay.
Now I hear what you're saying, and we're doing it anyway.
yeah, no. Look, I'm saying like it's been designed to like drive through stuff.
Oh, perfect.
They've armored it. So you guys.
I know you're
floor
behind
it.
me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, so
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Cool. So like, it's always good when the DM's like, do it. Like,
Just
what
do
could
it.
go wrong? Just fucking do it.
I'm just used to DMs being like, no, you probably shouldn't.
What's not
No,
gonna
no.
happen?
No,
Worst
so
thing that happens is
I'm
the end of the
always,
story.
always. Yeah, exactly. You just all die. So you're driving like flat out towards this thing. The vehicle is decelerating, but you had some pretty epic speed coming into this. Like you're not slowing down for nothing. So as much
Yep.
as you're losing speed because the cannon is draining a lot of energy, by the time it's going to make any difference, it's not going to matter. Essentially, a warning thing comes up on the cannon. You don't get time to read it. It just a flashing warning. The cannon cuts out. This ball of energy suddenly compresses, and then a shockwave goes out. The van on the left is thrown into a building,
Perfect.
and whoever, it's like an apartment block. Whoever was in there was probably having a bad day. The van on the right explodes in like all manner of direction, and now you're flying through a debris field. So everyone, make me a mic check just to see if you were going to get thrown from the vehicle. Are any of you wearing a seatbelt?
No.
What is this? Like Jackal's just looking at this like flap of like the seatbelt. He's like, what is this?
I wear a
It's
seatbelt
really
every day in my
flappy
real
thing.
life.
So,
My
so
characters
for,
don't wear
you-
seatbelts.
for you, there's like a thing that like will attach you to the turret to stop you from flying off. So, but you're like you're having to stand and like manually do this. So
Oh yeah, no. Jackal's just like ripped away the seatbelt. He's like, oh, could strangle someone with this, and then just throws it away.
So, people who are seated, which is Arcturus and Ulrich, make me a difficulty 3 mic check. Would have been a 2 if you'd been wearing a seatbelt.
Success.
And difficulty 4.
This is a point for
Cool.
you guys at home. Wear a seatbelt. It'll make your
Indeed.
flight checks easier.
Yeah, that's right, guys.
No.
Difficulty
fuck
4 check for Jackal.
I missed
Okay, that's okay. You two are almost thrown from the vehicle. How exactly are you hanging on? And I mean, you are probably on the edge here, hanging on.
You're on the edge of glory, guys.
You
so
are.
I
It's
have, so
definitely scary.
I have the turret on one side of me. So we hit the ground after we jumped, and I bounced and I hit my head on the side of it. But I had one arm around Ulrich, so I just kind of yanked off to one side, and I'm basically hanging on by his waist
Oh, you
as we
grab,
float.
you grab
Yeah.
the,
Get off me,
the
little
seatbelt,
man.
and you
grab
fly
the
through the
tiny
air,
spike.
and the seatbelt
Yeah.
is like, and then it catches.
So, yeah,
he's,
you're
like,
essentially-
this was getting yanked off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are hanging out the side of this vehicle at high speed, essentially through like what would be the window, because the doors on this like fold downwards to give you like something to step up onto. So like
Yeah,
you're
okay.
essentially like hanging backwards out of it, holding onto Ulrich. Jackal, like, tell us how badly wrong it is. Are you just holding onto like one arm of the gun? Like,
Yeah, one on the
hand
gun and the other one's shooting. Like-
you still like you're like holding down the trigger, and like because you're holding on, like the gun is aimed like up and to the right, and you just like firing into the 4th story windows of like apartment buildings.
Get off me, little man.
I've got one hand in my pocket, the other one holding on to a turret.
Wow.
Says Alanis Morissette,
Mhm.
the Numenera hero.
Indeed,
The Panera Chronicles.
indeed.
All right, so
So yeah, you managed to blow your way through this thing. Like you essentially like there's a moment where like it's obscured and we like oh they come out the other side, and then you come out flying the other side pretty much unscathed, apart from 2 of you are almost dead. And yeah, and now the gun is no longer firing. You're gonna accelerate suddenly, rapidly,
Good.
because fucking full power has come back.
Get
And
off
yeah.
me. Get off me, little man.
Is Ulrich? Are you holding on to Arcturus? Are you holding on to Jackal, or are you holding on to
I
Ulrich?
figured I heard it as you were holding on to me.
No, I'm holding on to Ulrich.
Oh, Ulrich, I thought you were holding on to Jackal, sorry.
So I had one hand around him, one on the comm pad. I bounced off of the turret and then fell to the side.
Nice, nice.
Cool.
Because you had the turret facing.
In that case, I've got a random like mobster on my like chest, and I just shoot him off. Get off me, little man.
He tried to grab and stop the bullet.
Yeah, and I've just like like completely destroyed one eardrum as I like fire the gun down like, in my ear.
Yeah,
Finally destroyed what was left there.
of your hearing.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be like Archer from now on, just like Beaker. So yeah, so you guys are like you plow through and you guys manage to just about climb back in. I am gonna say though, Mike, I'm gonna throw an XP at you here, mate, and say you've dropped your compad going through that. Like as you were like almost knocked out, your compad is gone. You've no idea. It must have just fallen out the side.
It's fine. I have a collection of them at home. It's fine.
That's true. Yeah.
Cool.
I do have a library of compads at home. I just got to get back there. I need a new suit anyway. It's fine.
Awesome.
This one has a ring on it.
Yeah.
But it has 2 mismatched buttons. Let's be serious.
Yeah, yeah.
No. You got they matched. These
that's right. They
buttons,
did match.
Yeah.
But
You rolled a nat 20.
I am covered in someone's brain mist and explosion dust and that guy's liquid.
It's just a
Yeah.
little bit of brain mist.
Yeah, exactly. What's a little bit of brain mist between friends? So yeah, you guys,
All right, ladies.
you guys managed to like make your way through and pretty much seem to have lost your pursuers as you sort of crash through this, leaving you with like a moment of respite. So yeah, you guys can. Where's the plan? Are you guys gonna like find somewhere to collect your thoughts, make a call, or are you guys gonna just like fucking go for it? See if you can.
I say we talk to old man on phone. Now, get your phone out, little man.
Well, you see,
Whip it out.
Whip it out.
dude, I'm gonna whip something out. With the crazy driving and your turret skills, I dropped it, and so now we don't have a compad. Cause
Jackal has
right.
a compad.
All right, let me
Sorry.
just pull this thing over. Hold just 1 second. We talk about this, and then I like
Still got like 100 miles an hour.
yeah, I e-brake, and then we slide into.
I'm still just like running like the side.
Yeah, we slide into an alleyway. Or I'm hoping to slide to like the alleyway, and like the camera pulls back, and it's the tourist station.
Cool. So yeah,
Hey, Clip.
you managed to power slide in, look like absolute badasses, and like you find a moment like a place like you can power
It's
down
the-
and
it's
get
the,
out, or you can
turret
you can
kiosk.
sit in it. The turret kiosk, indeed. This is actually like there is a.
Can I recharge my turret, please? Yeah, that'll be $50. Okay.
All right.
It's
pay
not
the
entirely
money for
out of
that.
juice. I mean, I could just shoot you. Cool. So you guys pull over. Yeah, you gonna try and use Jackal's compad to get a hold of?
Yeah, I
Well,
say, well, seeing as you lost yours, and I search old man in my compad, and it brings up Gallivant.
Gallivant's face.
Are you checking? You've got some messages through.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll check my my Facebook, my space.
Cool. You check your Facebook. So.
She keeps replying. I do not like this one.
I blocked her. She created a new account. It's really disturbing.
How do you mute these chats? I hate these group
That's how I
chats, man. Oh.
Oh god, so many group chats. So yeah, you.
What's Live Jasmine? What's that on your phone?
Don't worry. That is my other stream.
That's a weird website. I'm not uncomfortable about it a little
It's
bit.
a good one. You leave it alone, okay?
It's for adults. It says.
Yeah. So, Christ. Yeah, you guys. So, it's. Yeah, you check your messages. You've got a couple of messages through. They are, you've got one's come through and actually like, someone's You just left those bodies, didn't you, in the alleyway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tell you around.
Of the two elves. Yeah, cool. So first things first is essentially someone has sent you a message, and it's someone that you have frequent contact with. Like, there's like a bounty hunter net, and like it's where people like post bounties and stuff like that, and bounty hunters go to collect. It's the fucking messenger board where you collect quests, and it's just called like Bounty Quest, and yeah, someone's posted credit for your kill.
Oh,
like
cool.
someone else has full up taken credit and claimed like $5,000 for killing these two dickheads, and
Oh,
like,
someone else just claimed it. Oh,
a couple,
I
yeah,
thought I was
yeah,
getting
no,
paid.
no, no, like no, you did nothing to like
Yeah,
claim
no,
them.
no, no. I
But
didn't
yeah,
agree that
yeah,
about it,
so,
but yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
but-
I'm gonna kill him, taking money.
cool. You're not sure. I mean, you may have heard of them. There's basically they're called the Ravens, and you're probably one of the only solo bounty hunters out there. Bounty hunter solo? Eh? No. Okay.
He's a smuggler, first of all.
Yeah, indeed. No, it's bounty hunters. Bounty hunters after solo. Anyway, moving.
Nerds.
God damn it. So yeah, you find a couple of other things. One of the most important, glaring ones, is you have several frantic messages from Victor, who has been trying to get hold of you for the past 2-3 hours now.
I forget who this Victor man is. Who is he?
He was one of the other survivors, along with Arcturus, from this lab where they were kidnapped and
Ah,
experimented.
yes, a little
Victor
man.
was the one that had his stomach ripped out.
He was in the hospital because he's a little
Yeah,
baby.
you left him in hospital. He has messaged you.
I lost my stomach before.
I threw up my own stomach, put it ate it, and then I was fine. I ate it with chilies. It was beautiful.
So what does Victor
so
want
yeah.
from me?
He's essentially told you that he was attacked in the hospital. Someone broke into the hospital in the middle of the night and straight up tried to kill him. He snapped the guy's neck, but there was a bounty hunter in the hospital trying to murder this guy, and hospital security came along and was just like, how in the fuck did he get in here? There's a shit ton of security around that hospital. There should be no way of him getting in. And they were like, don't worry, you're fine. They've reassured him time and time again that he's okay, he's safe. He's gone. He's just fucking left. He's like, no, not staying there, and he's trying desperately to meet up with you guys. He says he's in the Sector 7, same sector as you guys, but he has no way of. There's no tracking. There's no GPS in this world.
The little
So-
bitch, the one from the hospital, he wants to come play with me. I say it later.
Yeah.
You know, the one with the baby stomach, he had a stomach bug and so he had to be in hospital or something.
Right. Jekyll, I'm gonna be completely 100% honest with you. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, I don't either.
So he just looks at you blankly like, I think his name was Vector.
Victor.
Victor.
I think his name was Vector.
Ulrich, do you know a Victor? I don't know this guy. Or a bitch hospital. I don't know what he's talking about.
You know the one
What's
when
your Victor, Victor?
look, it says Vector, and I showed him where it says Victor. Look, it says Vector.
Is it,
Yeah,
is
you
it just
guys-
Oh,
says
right, you
Victor.
mean Victor.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Victor.
Oh my god.
Good, got
Yes.
it. Okay.
Victor.
There we
Sounds
go.
fucking
Now you're getting
stupid.
Stupid
Some
language.
stupid.
Victor, well-known Slavic name, can't be pronounced by this.
Victor? What a stupid name.
Cool. Yeah, you guys,
That's
you guys get
racist.
this sort of message. The last message was like over 2 hours ago.
It is 2
but,
hours
like,
ago. He's probably dead by now.
So what you're saying is he was looking for you? What does he what did you want?
He needs protection. He's a little baby, like I say.
Why did he leave the hospital?
Someone tried to kill him. Like I say, little baby.
Oh, well that's a fair point, I guess.
But he
Someone tried
killed
to kill me,
babies.
then I killed them all. So that's that.
Well, same here.
So should we make our
So
way
we
to the
could meet
hospital?
with this man. No, he left the hospital. He's in Sector 7. Somewhere that's in this shithole. But I want to talk to old man. And so I type in old man into my phone and I call
Cool.
Galahad, Galavant.
Cool. You get through to his secretary. She answers the phone. She says,
Old man, is it you?
hello. She's like, hello. Who is this? She's the most Russian secretary. She's really
Oh.
butch. No, she's
I
not.
said-
She's
oh,
absolutely.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Actually, no, we'll do that. We'll do that. She's like, hello.
Oh,
What do you want?
I was just looking for the galley man, the
Galley man.
the old one,
You are looking for Gallant, Sir Gallant.
Gallivant. Yes.
Yes.
Where is he?
He is not here. Can I take a message?
No, I need to talk to him. Where is he?
He's currently in a meeting. Something about a bomb went off.
I'm like,
Some of his colleagues were killed in the explosion.
I'm like, she sounds hot. Oh no, that sounds bad. Bombs are not good. And I'm like,
Arcturus, does he know he's got speakerphone on and he's just yelling at it?
He doesn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
so
It's fine.
so
Keep-
bombs.
You're
Yes,
doing
not
great.
very good. Well, where is this meeting?
It's in Beacon, in his offices of the Order.
In so
You
oh,
will-
of course. And are you there too? And are there any bars nearby?
No, I am back at his office, also in Beacon, lower levels. There are many bars, but I prefer vodka from bottle, cheaper.
But he puts it down like,
I have a boner, guys. Like, straight up. There's so much wood.
he's just like, duh. And then I hang up. Yes.
You just say yes and then put it away. You
Yeah.
don't actually-
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
yeah,
just in my pocket, like, oh man, she was so fucking hot. I'm gonna go bang that later. Now, Gallant old man is he's in meetings in his building, in his secret headquarters. So we could meet with Victor first, or we could just go see old man.
Yeah, but do we know where Victor is? Because you said he was dead, and I don't. Not a lot of meat to go on with a dead guy.
Just catching up with chat. Yes, well, I think he might be dead, but I don't know. I could give him a call. I call Vector.
Siri just does not understand.
Siri, call Vector.
All I can think of is that shitty scene from the new Star Trek movie. Victor! That's not a letter! What are you saying? Oh, God.
So yeah, you cool, and like there's pretty good, like, because you're in the city, there's pretty good like cool comms network. So yeah, you it takes a while, and then you get a connection, but there's no, like, nothing is said. It's just silence on the other end, but it's definitely someone's picked up.
Hello?
Hello.
Are you Vector?
You know what? I'm starting to regret, actually.
Oh, thank
Asking-
you, Ginger
Hello.
Snapper, for donating £5 and saying yay. Thank you so much, Ginger Snap. Yay. Just happy I did this. Thank you so much.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, there
Thank
are
you very
things that you can scroll down and do. You can, for £5,
Indeed.
you can do a wild magic surge. We have a D10,000 table that you can make one of us roll on.
It's insanity. Or
Yep,
you can
it
even
is.
make. I'll roll on it and imply it to the next player, the next character that comes along. Whatever suits you. Whatever you want.
Let us know, Ginger.
Yes, yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was National Kiss of Ginger Day the other week.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was last
Yeah, it was
Monday, right?
Last week.
Actually,
First one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a week late, but thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ginger.
we sent out.
But yeah, thank you so
Indeed.
much. Awesome.
So-
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah,
So
I'm
yeah.
like, so who is this? Does it sound like Vector?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, I'm trying to think like, would Jackal even remember? Does he care? That's the sort of thing. No. So like maybe like there's a chance it could be him. Maybe it isn't. Like who knows?
Well, you called me saying that you're being little baby and need to run away.
I called you and said that someone had broken into one of the most high secure. Look, is one of the other people there? Anyone? Literally anyone?
I'm afraid not, little baby. Now, tell me, what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean, what the hell am I doing? Maybe I should ask you what the hell you're doing. Have you checked the newspaper this morning?
Do I look like a man who reads newspapers?
I don't know what you look like, honestly. But you know what?
I
Most
tell
of
you
the
what, I
fucking-
do not look like a man who reads newspapers.
So
Anyone can
Well, if
tell
you-
you that.
disengage, Arcturus will reach over and like take the comm pad as he's shouting into it.
Yeah.
Victor, what up, dude? You called us? What can we do for you?
you
It's your
hear a
Costco
deep,
stick.
deep sigh, and then it's just like, you know what?
Literally anyone else.
Maybe it'd be better to. Maybe like, are you sure the other one isn't around?
Like,
Sorry,
"Oh,
driving. Can't
No,
do
he's
it.
around, but he's not. He doesn't like comm pads. He throws them and they explode and stuff. So you got me, guy. What's up?
Yeah, don't you
He's-
dare give that thing to me. I
Another
swear to
deep
God.
sigh. He says,
You like
Okay.
running away or something? Jackal
running
says-
away?
Little baby ran away from
Okay.
home.
Let me just give you a breakdown of what's been happening
Hold on,
in the
hold on.
last 5
I'm gonna
hours.
put this. I'm putting this on speakerphone. Hold on a second. Lay it down on the vehicle.
Cool.
All right, go ahead. You're on speakerphone. Everyone can
Cool.
hear you. now.
Can you hear me?
So let me-
Call.
Hi, Victor.
I can,
Can you hear us? Hello.
thank God.
Everybody say hi.
At least
Ulrich,
it's-
it's fine. It's fine. You can hear him. You don't gotta yell. You gotta.
Okay.
You can just.
Right,
talk
you
regular.
sure?
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. It's fine.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep quiet. You guys talk, but I'm here, so don't forget that.
Do your thing.
Yes,
All right.
we
If I
could
turn the
not
car
forget
on,
it.
is it gonna be a bit too loud?
No, you're fine. You do whatever you gotta do.
Put
All
the
right,
radio on.
Okay, but
Channel
no,
7.
if I turn on the radio, then we may not
I
hear the
don't
call.
care.
Yeah.
Put
No
on-
radio. No
Put
radio.
on the radio.
Shut up.
There's no radio. They just have the
After
shotguns here.
After 10 minutes of us arguing. Okay, so Vector, what is this?
Victor has bled out.
He's just died on us.
you actually hear like it sounds like maybe like maybe he sounds like there's a hustle and bustle in the background, and then he's like, are you guys done? All right, you're
Right,
done.
let me turn the
Okay,
radio
so-
on. Hold on. Oh, that's a shotgun.
Victor,
Sorry.
you're
Oh,
still
my.
here. I thought you'd hung up.
So let me just explain what kind of day I've had. I've been attacked in hospital.
Let's fast forward. Get to the point where you need our help.
No, I don't think you realise. I don't
Okay.
fucking need your help. I
Right.
just need someone not to try and kill me in the hospital. You guys, on the other hand, are on every fucking newspaper on the front page as the
Yeah, but-
most wanted men in the city right
Vic,
now.
I mean, I wouldn't call it like a killing spree, but like whatever the stage before spree is, we'll kill it.
Jackal
You-
looks up
you-
from his newspaper with his like monocle and he's reading the cigar. It's true.
But it's just the monocle. There's no glass in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a nut that may or may not need to be
Yeah.
on the vehicle, and he's just like unscrewed it and like wedged it in his eye socket.
It's a bottle
Yeah,
cap.
so you hear like a rustling, and it's not even see through. Like he's just blind in one eye. It's an eye patch. You hear like a rustling, which sounds distinctly like a paper being opened, and it's just like you are currently credited with over 40 dead bodies.
It was at least
You-
50. They should get this shit right.
Well, there was an explosion, and then see what happened was we were the only ones alive, and so that's when they pinned it on. Go on. What else did happen? Keep the list going.
You hear a wait a minute, and you open up, you hear a rustling, and he just opens up and he says, "Oh Jesus, please tell me that wasn't you as well. You're not currently linked to that, but if that was your bomb that went off,
No,
do you have
what-
any
I-
idea the shitstorm you were in?" Look,
Hey, you
cut the
guys have
bollocks,
bombs?
right? Jackal's not heard any of this yet.
Hey, you
You
guys
know,
have bombs? You look so happy.
Victor, I actually did read the news.
Dude, you gotta get it out faster. What's the end?
I read the
end game?
news this morning, actually, Victor, and if you could just turn the page, 4 pages from there and tell me what you got for 6 across.
I got
Because
little
that one's been
bitch.
stumping me.
He opens it up and it just says, it's just like, cool. Capital. As in the most severe punishment awarded to criminals. And that's like what the quote is, like the clue is most serious punishment awarded, and he's just like, yeah, capital.
Oh,
And speaking
yeah,
of
that
capital
makes sense.
punishment,
I went with torture.
you guys are currently wanted for all of those murders, and you're not wanted alive at the moment. You've got no concept of how pissed Gallant is. In fact, you're lucky he's currently in a meeting and he doesn't know that might have been you, because if he does, you're probably going to be dead within a week.
Don't worry, I'll talk to the secretary. She'll get us off.
She'll get one of us off,
Secretary.
huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like,
You know I like you.
it's just like, oh god.
You may
The
not see it,
secretary.
but we're pointing to Jekyll.
It's me.
He's also stroking the
It's
gun
him.
in like a
It's
sexual
me.
way.
My gun.
God.
Get
He's
it?
throwing-
Get it?
You get
Oh,
it.
man.
Just
We're
running his
joking
hands
about
down
it.
the turret. Just... oh,
Trying to
God.
paint you a word picture.
Listen, guys,
Right.
you guys need to get out of the city, and you need to get out now. Where are you?
We're
Sector
close to
7.
the turret kiosk.
There are tons of turret kiosks.
Oh, you know the
I
one.
don't know
that-
why they
red-
installed
the
them.
red
Just,
the one
turret.
that's
it's
got
just
the one that's on the
they're
fritz. You know?
conveniently on every corner.
No, this
It's-
one.
it's
This one's the
like-
one that's broken. It shoots and fires off information about tourism as well as the guns every once in a while. We're not quite
Turrets.
sure. It's the turret kiosk.
Like as you're saying this, there's just as you're saying this, you just
like
hear
our
like a
home base.
boom of like it sounds like an artillery shot, but as like the shell like whizzes into the atmosphere, you hear just like boom, free coupons for pizza. And it just like vanishes like.
By the way,
what
Ginger
the
Snapper would like Jackal to roll on a D10,000. Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Do
Ginger.
that shit.
Let's
Let's
Awesome.
see
that
Let's
shit.
do that. Hell yeah.
what I get. D10,000.
So if you guys do not
Over
know what's
9,000.
happening right now, Ginger Snap rolled or donated £5, and by doing that, you guys can scroll down to the donate section and see what the rules apply to. He donated £5. £5 means to D10,000 Wild Magic Surge. So he chose Jackal to do that. He rolled 594. We're gonna check on there and see what happens to the game or what
Yeah.
happens
So
to
what's
Jackal.
going to happen? Feel free to look it up in chat. I employ my players not to have a look because I
fine.
don't want them to know what's just happened to them. What was it? 500 and
594. And of course, if you
594.
guys are following along, but you haven't hit that follow button, please do join in the adventure and get us to 1,500 followers. It should be awesome. So tap that button, give it a love tap for Jackal.
Cool.
see what I
Yeah.
get.
So cool. I'll bring that in just a minute. So yeah, you guys are like sort of discussing this, and he says, "Look, whereabouts in Sector 7 are you?" And you sort of explain, and he's like, "Look, I can be there in about 20 minutes. Don't go anywhere, and don't shoot anyone, because if they find you, there are some bad people after you."
Right,
and
we're here.
Jackal, I'd do yourself a favor and check the bounty net, because you guys are the top of the menu.
I know, still disappointingly low. I've been thinking
Thank
about
you.
shooting these two for some time.
So much Ratrosphere for donating £15. Everyone
my
else
lord.
gets a roll. Exclamation
Oh,
point.
Whoa!
Pimp.
dear Lord, thanks so
Oh,
much,
man,
Raj.
Thank you so much. So now we all have to roll on this wild.
Does that
magic.
mean Jackal rolls again, or do you want me to roll for? I'll roll for Victor.
Everyone,
if you want.
everyone else gets
I think
a roll. So
everybody
yeah, why
else.
don't,
Yeah, so
Why don't Victor
I'll
get a
roll one
roll
for
then?
Victor. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
okay,
or
okay.
Victor or the DM. Yeah, whatever happens there. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely should happen to me, Josh, the person. That'd be
Thanks so much,
beautiful.
Raj. Incredibly generous. Exclamation point pimp in chat
Indeed.
there. Pimp.
So cool. I'll
Is it rolling? What happened?
I got Mike's through, which is 8,144.
You guys didn't see mine,
Josh's
did you?
is... No, I don't see yours. Good.
Weird.
Weird. Well, roll 20 takes. Maybe just try doing
It's
it again.
calculating all the numbers.
There's so many
Yeah.
possibilities.
So yeah, while you guys are you guys chilling there? Are you waiting for Victor, or are you sort of?
I guess.
mean,
yeah, I'm like,
It's
do we even like
I
this
see what I did
Victor, whatever his name is? He seems like a little baby to me. I don't know why we need him. And why would we leave the city? You know,
Well,
bad people always want to kill us.
yeah, but I
This is
also
what
think
bad
that the
guys
good
do.
guys want to kill us as well. So it's probably best to.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do when we leave the city? I thought our job was in here.
just out
So-
of curiosity,
So far.
Mike. Mike, you there?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Arcturus, is he taking this moment to look through anything at all? Just
Sure.
out of
course he
curiosity.
is.
Are you
Obviously,
manning
he's
the,
percent.
manning the iPad?
Yeah, he's
Well,
he is.
he has like essentially stolen like a ledger and then like a load of paper, like actual paper files, and has been carrying them ever since, in like a satchel, possibly made of someone's skin. But I don't think you had the opportunity to make it out of the skin. So yeah, you've
No, yeah, did we do
you
that?
got a shit ton of paperwork with you. No, you didn't, because you didn't have time. Everything was on fire and it just
I wanted
exploded.
to. All right, no, all right.
Yeah, it wasn't a satchel so much as just his whole carcass. We just stuffed it in there.
It was a
we
duffel
can
bag.
sew it up later.
Yeah,
It's a duffel bag of liquid human.
yeah, with like
despair.
legs and arms like hog tied and just gross, just gross.
Yeah, I have all of the stuff. It's kind of like scattered on the hood of this skip
Cool.
thing.
There's a lot of stuff in here about criminal activity, like a lot of stuff in here about like what the Cranes have been into. There's drugs, there's 101 other things, and there's human trafficking, which supposedly they have been smuggling people in and out of Sector 7 from outside the city. So from like tribes, from like wastelanders can come and go, and they have like a it's referenced like tunnel network that goes underneath the wall, or through part of the wall. So that's all referenced in there. And there's loads of stuff about like drug smuggling and stuff like that. And then there's like a separate section, and it's sort of like a diary of this man, whose name, by the way, was Connor Crane. And anyone on hearing that who knew anything about the Cranes, which was actually all of you, will know Connor Crane was actually, his last name is legitimately Crane, and him and his wife run the Crane gang, and he's supposedly the more approachable one of the two. His wife is called Bloody Nora, and she's
Bloody
supposedly,
She's a nice
fucking
gal.
terrifyingly scary and murderous. I
Misunderstood.
mean, there's actually pretty nasty shit written in the book about her. Like even his, it turns out
Sounds
like
pretty mean.
the guy was terrified of his wife. Yeah, it is indeed. It's hurtful. It's hurtful, man. But yeah, you guys. So you're reading. Exactly. So you're reading through this. While this is happening, and you're reading through, I'll get to the next bit in just a second. Will, Jackal's voice changes. You now sound like a woman,
Interesting.
and you don't sound like a Slavic woman. You just sound like a woman.
Just a normal woman,
Interesting.
not a
You can
Slavic one.
choose
Just a
your
normal
voice.
voice.
Wow, racist. Oh,
Yeah, no, like
so
a
I'm like,
distinctly different. accent.
so I'm like, oh yes. So I don't think this little bitch should have anything to do. Wait. Well. Like, so, like, I mean,
every time you like pat your chest, like you get a little more high pitched, and like you're just like, oh,
Ooh. And I just and then I was
Oh no, he's just mute from this day forward. He's doing best talk.
Arcturus just looks up and says, "You all right there,
I
guy?"
point a gun to your head.
God.
Like,
I remember when my balls first dropped.
Alrighty. So, anyway, papers and stuff. Oh, look at that.
It happens when you start thinking about girls. So it's probably what happened when you start thinking about that girl and
I
Oh,
Check
my
secretary.
God.
that's perfect.
Jackal
It's
surreptitiously checks the donga.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
In fact, he does
literally,
a,
you
he
just
does a
sound
quick
like a
donga
woman.
check.
I mean, Ulrich, I think
Indeed, dude.
like-
It does a 15-inch donga. That's okay.
Oh,
boys.
thank God.
didn't your voice get deeper when you were thinking about girls? Because mine did. It didn't sound like lady voice.
Yeah, what's going on, Elmo?
I'm just not saying anything at this point.
You're a lot less intimidated when you sound like a girl.
Indeed. So one of the other things that you find in the journal is a log that basically says it labels the various initial contact with Mistrust, this terrorist organization that are sort of claiming responsibility for all the bad shit that's been happening with you guys, specifically you, Arcturus, and Victor. And yeah, they say that the Cranes have been sort of supplying them with candidates, mainly through kidnapping, drugging, finding like hookers, drug addicts, also people who are there were a variety of like real washouts and scumbags who they sent to them, and once they'd sent them to them, they then sent a lot of healthy, robust people to them, and your name is in there along with Fitz, Victor's, and a couple of other names that you of people supposedly who died in the breakout. So yeah, that's they're very this is basically Connor Crane just saying like, yeah, we fucking kidnapped you, and we sold you to Mistrust, and at the end is like a sort of a footnote that says they sent someone to investigate where these people were being taken to, and they said they got one report back. When they sent like another force up there to like investigate thoroughly, they never came back. And there's there is no way of communicating that far out. Like, and if you're in the city, everything's like bounced off drones, as opposed to satellites, because you just know satellites in this day and age. But like that far out, there's no coverage. So you've either got to deliver the message by word of mouth, or you've got to send like a Raven or a drone or something like that. But you have coordinates to the facility, which sounds suspiciously like where you broke out of. And yeah, also, while this is happening, like, so you've just got to the end of this, you're in like this alleyway. Victor suddenly comes bursting round the corner, screaming bloody murder, just going shit, 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 and starts tearing towards you. And about 10 seconds later, something else comes round the corner. Thank you very much for this, Ratch. I'm going to enjoy this moment. Hey, I'm going to say the only one of you who would really know who would have any chance of knowing what this is going to be Jackal. Jackal, give me an intelligence test. Difficulty 5 on this. This is pretty hard.
I can't wait for him to tell us what it is.
Indeed. That's what I'm. Actually, no. I'm going to say with your experience, difficulty 4. Difficulty 4.
And also hi to Duke, who is our most recent patron on Patreon. If you guys haven't checked out Patreon, then go check that out, and you can get a bunch of rewards along with like donation rewards and stuff like that. And go check that if you're into that. So I'm going to make a roll, difficulty 4. I know what it is. 13. It's a success.
13. Boom. So it comes around the corner, and for a second, it looks like someone's chasing him with a flamethrower. That's what it looks like. A burst of flame comes around, licks up the wall of the corridor, and then the flame continues, manifests, and Jackal, you are currently looking at a flame elemental that has just appeared at the end of the alleyway. It's maybe about 50 meters down the alley from you, like right at the end, and Victor comes herring down. It's currently just standing there. It appeared to be chasing Victor, but now it's just standing there, seemingly assessing you. It doesn't appear to have any features. And as Victor like skids up to you guys, he just looks at you wide-eyed, maniacal, and he just says, "It's fucking. It was a dog. It was a dog. It was a dog. It was in the street. I thought it was lost. I was gonna go over and stroke it.
Shoot
and
it.
fucking burst into flames and to. What the fuck? And he just looks at you like, what?
and then I'm just like,
Fuck.
damn it, I forgot. And then draw a gun.
Cool. Everyone, roll me an initiative.
I'm good at initiative.
my
I'm trained.
God.
It's gonna be like difficulty 2 because this thing is like standing there assessing
Nat
the situation.
20, boys.
Fucking dude, nat 20. That's what I'm talking about.
These are
Cool.
decent rolls, so.
Nice.
Yes, you guys are all going first. I'll roll for Victor real quick to see. Cool. Victor is also he's going 11, so he's just after you, Mike. So yeah, Jackal, you know what this thing is.
I do.
You are there.
I am. It is shot at least.
Cool. You don't inform anyone. You just shoot it straight away. Cool. I love it.
I know what this thing is. It's bad news.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm not in the mood for shooting things.
Yeah, no, cool. So, roll me an attack. I mean, it's pretty small and almost formless. But I mean, aiming for center of mass is a pretty good there. But this thing's pretty far away, so stationary. It sort of weighs it up. But this gun is new to you, so I'm gonna make this difficulty 4, just because fucking you're using a sci-fi super gun,
Sure.
and this thing's like a good distance away. Are you Gatling it or are you main canning it? Do you even know it's got a Gatling feature at this point, or do you just know you're just like, I found this main beam, I'll just fucking use
I'll
that.
probably Gatling it, just like get some more
Cool.
kind of burst around it, I guess, because I know it's not
Cool.
gonna let- So yeah, difficulty 4, success on a 16.
Fantastic.
Takes
This thing,
whatever.
it takes a lot of damage.
Torrent
This thing
damage.
is not a light. Yeah, this thing is not a light weapon.
Nice.
So yeah, this thing, basically like the barrel starts rotating. It's got 3 barrels and beams just start shooting out. By the time like you've held the triggers down for a couple of seconds, it's just almost constant flickering beam that smashes into this center of this creature, and you hear it scream, and all of you like hear this scream piercing into your mind. It's not something you can hear, it's just in your head. You hear it scream, and it starts tearing down the alleyway towards you. It's like the flames are like building, licking up the walls on either side. I mean, considering you got the vehicle down here, it's a 2.5 meter wide alley, and it's managing to set fire to the walls on either side. Like, it's not like properly setting fire to them, but like the flames are licking up either side. This thing is charging you. Taking it to Ulrich. No, not Ulrich. It's taking you to Arcturus. Your turn. You are currently staring at a lot of books and paperwork on the bonnet of the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
spend
and this
my
thing's
time
coming up behind the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my time taking all the stuff off the hood and putting it like back in the satchel, and then turning around with my pistol and bearing down on it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. You managed to get everything, like it's like a bit of a fluster and like stuff, and but you managed to get all the essential paperwork and the ledger back into your man bag, and put it on. I imagine it's like designer Gucci, looks really stylish.
Oh
goes
yeah,
with the
no, it's
suit.
real fancy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it matches the suit, blends right in.
It's
Yeah.
Taking it to, it's actually Victor's turn on 11. Victor isn't armed at the moment. Shit. So Victor's gonna
That
panic
little baby
and
lost his
turn-
toy.
He's going to turn to Jackal and yell up. He goes, Jackal, throw me your shotgun.
It's not my turn.
like if you don't stop him, he's gonna take your shotgun. Like,
Oh, fuck that. No, he's not getting my shotgun.
yeah, no, cool. So like, I imagine like you kick him away with like your boot, and
Yeah.
he turns around panicky, and he's like gonna end his turn. Basically, turns to Ulrich and just go, "Give me a fucking weapon."
Throw him the shotgun.
Taking it.
Or shoot him, I
Oh,
don't care which.
You dig. There are actually, like, if anyone wants to mention to him, there are 2 sawn-offs in the front of the.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing to.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
Shut
cool.
up. Take one of
So,
those.
cool. He will, he turns to head towards that, taking it to Ulrich. It's your turn.
Yeah. So he's probably gonna reach towards the. How close is this fire elemental towards us?
It's almost halfway down the close the gap. It's almost like 25 meters, so it's about 30 odd meters away.
So that's way too far for a shot off. All right. I'm gonna drive into it.
You're gonna
And,
draw. You're gonna. Okay, cool.
Yep.
You're
Well, wait,
actually. You're gonna be reversing into it. Just so you know.
I want to do a reverse
But, I mean,
tail whip,
like-
and I want to spread. I want to cover him in a cloud of dust, making it hard for. Hopefully. Dimming the flames. Because I'm spraying.
Cool.
sand
Okay.
on
All
it.
right. Yeah. I mean, this is industrial sector alleyway. They don't have street sweepers in Sector 7. It's just not done.
Yeah.
So there's like shit all over the floor. Like, not literal shit, but there's like dust. There's like mud, dirt,
Little
loads
shit.
of litter and stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of shits. Like,
Yeah.
a couple of.
There's a
There's a
shit
little
here or
poo.
there.
There's a little poo. Yeah.
Little-
There's a poo here, poo there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of poo.
Little dingleberry
So
brush.
yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So.
Just a tip.
Yeah.
Dingleberry brush.
So are you essentially
Just
doing
a
like a
tip of the dingle.
burnout? Are you doing a burnout or are you driving?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a burnout. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So essentially, what you do is you engage like the brakes and then just put thrust on maximum, and the vehicle essentially like counteracts the thrust. So you're actually kicking out a dirt cloud in both directions because you're having to counter the thrust. You can't just like put the brakes on it like a normal vehicle.
Be right back.
Cool. Okay, we'll see how successful that is in a moment. Taking it is actually the elemental's turn, so it's going to make an attack. It's going to aim at the vehicle and specifically straight down the line of the line of laser that's flying at it. I'm going to say make a speed defense, and pretty much you're only getting this because of the fact that he's kicked up all this sand, because at the moment you are a fixed target, so it's kind of hard to miss you. But yeah, and actually, I suppose you're also pounding it with fire. So I'm going to say speed defense difficulty 4 to see if this firebolt, which it holds out an arm and like essentially it just looks like its arm shoots out at you and then like immediately reforms as it's not actually running, it's just gliding towards you, but it's still like moving its legs.
Is all of us taking this speed defense?
It's just those in the vehicle, so it'll be you and it'll be Cord when he returns.
Sure.
So yeah, give me that speed defense.
Sorry, difficulty 4?
Difficulty 4 indeed.
Cool. Nope.
Cool.
Failure.
Yeah. So I'll see if
I didn't even attempt to dodge out of the way. Just
yeah,
get
you just
burned.
like jam your thumb into the trigger of the jam your fingers on the trigger and just live through it. It's great.
Feels
So
good,
yeah, indeed, feels so good. So yeah, that happens. That's pleasant for you. You're going to take a mixture here. You're going to take 3 might damage, but also 2 intelligence damage, as this is definitely not normal
Ew.
fire. This is very much. But for your might, you'll get your armor.
Yeah.
Which I think might actually
case.
completely cancel. Yeah, cool. But you still take
Just hurts my brain.
2 intelligent. Yeah, indeed. So whatever this thing is, it's like a system shock to you. It blinds you like momentarily, like everything is disorientating, and when sort of you open your eyes again, it's a lot closer. This thing's like barreling down on you now. Is Cord back at all, or
Doesn't sound like it. I don't know.
cool? Okay. Yeah. So, I do need to bring in 2, 5, 2. I'm just going to check to see if anything ridiculous happened to Victor. Do you want to just plug real quick while I check?
Yeah. Whilst just doing that, if you guys are following, but you know you're following, hit that button, join the adventure, get us to 1,500 followers. At which point we'll do a view decision, which means anything can happen in our game. And of course, we are doing a 24-hour stream this Saturday, starting 7 a.m. EST, 9 p.m. No, 12 p.m. GMT. In fact, I'm so used to saying that. And then the week after is a 12-hour Star Wars stream. So, bunch of stuff happening this month. And welcome back, Dark to the Cheese. I haven't seen you in a little while, my friend. I hope you're doing well. And yes, I hope we are still hashtagging things which aren't dirty but sound it. I want to still be doing phrasing forever.
Phrasing will always be there.
It's important to a stream. Cord, you're back. I think you needed to make a
Yeah, sorry
speed
about
defense difficulty 4 test.
Yeah. First of all, roll me speed defense difficulty 2. Just a speed check difficulty 2, just to essentially counteract the thrust. And okay. So
counteract that thrust, man.
Always got
indeed. So essentially, you're kicking up a shit ton of debris that this thing's about to crash into, but it has just thrown a fireball at you. So make me a speed defense, and this one's going to
4,
be.
right?
Yeah, this is going to be difficulty 3 because there's actually Jackal and a bit of armor plating between you and it. But Jackal just stood there and took it like a
just
champ.
got
So
burned.
Just took it like a champ.
By doing this, I actually
Yeah.
am also probably hindering the laser gun because, particles and light. But anyway,
Science, bitches.
science. So, 3?
Science, Mr. White.
yeah, difficulty 3.
Good.
Indeed.
Success.
Took it like a
Dodge that
champ.
fireball like a boss.
I took it like a champ. Now you'll take it like a little bitch.
Indeed. So yeah, you managed to
And start roleplaying Jacqueline
kick
Roll.
up some, and this
Jackal,
flame just
pre-voice
sort of
change.
it hits Jackal, and Jackal is Jackal. Next time, like I imagine, as you scream in pain, like from taking this fire, or just kind of go,
Ow.
you notice your voice is back to normal.
Good. It was weird.
I'm just checking. Cord, what did you roll on the wild magic?
Apparently a really good one. 60, 75.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you're
Resist looking.
you're holding up. Don't look. You'll find out in like a moment. This thing is coming at you again. So Jackal, are you still firing at this thing?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Roll me another. This is difficulty 2. It's pretty much. It's like 15 meters from the end of your gun at this point.
That it is.
Yeah. Cool.
That
It
is a quick donger check to confirm. Yeah,
it-
14.
it's essentially appears to be like slowing and getting more and more spread out and less sort of coherent as you keep hammering this thing. Taking it to Arcturus, it's your turn. You've got all your stuff in your you managed to get it all into the bag. There is now like dust being kicked up everywhere in the alley as Ulrich is doing like some weird
Arcturus is
burnout.
a little confused. He's a little shocked because he grabbed all of his stuff, pulled out his gun, and was like hiding behind the vehicle, and then the vehicle took off.
Dust
Now
cloud
he's
is just
he's just kind of like hanging out there in like the middle of an alley, like facing.
Oh no
this-
no you're like it's still there, but it's now doing. You know how like when you do a burnout,
it's
you
just,
like
like,
kick
burn
out loads
out.
of smoke. It's doing
Yeah,
that, but from
Okay.
the front and the back. So you are currently getting covered in smoke, dirt. Like your suit is ruined. I'm gonna level with you here. Everything that was on this alley
some
floor has
XP
been
for that.
thrown up into the air.
I didn't. think
No,
about
he
that.
doesn't, because that
Damn.
wasn't me.
That's rude. Oh man.
But you have your pistol out.
Yeah, so I guess since I'm towards the front of the vehicle because that's where the hood is, I just turn over. I take my pistol and I point it at the front of the vehicle. I'm like, Ulrich, dude, for real? This is what we're doing right now. We're just. Do you remember the suit thing with the buttons? You're the worst. And then I point back at the dog, and then I squeeze off a couple rounds.
the dog that is quite clearly a flame
The dog.
elemental. I like
Yeah.
it. Cool. You so you're gonna shoot at it. This is gonna be difficulty 3 for you because you're shooting around the vehicle at it. But I mean, again, it's pretty fucking hard to miss this thing at the moment. 17. Yeah, every single one of these seems to like as it like hits it. You wouldn't be able to see this, but Jackal can see that these shots, these from this laser pistol he's got, are not passing through. They are hitting, and like every time they hit like a cluster of flame, it like seems to fade and like just turn to like smoke. And yeah, this is taking it back to Victor's turn, who grabs one of these sawn-offs and turns, and he's going to make an attack. Point blank range with a shotgun, difficulty 3 because he's aiming around a vehicle, which he passes by the skin of his teeth, and yeah, he manages to blow a considerable gap in the center of this thing. And they're taking it back to Ulrich. Ulrich, it is your turn.
Awesome. All right, so the dust cloud barely worked, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, pretty much like you've not really done much apart from kick
Cool.
up a load of
How
dirt.
close
and ruin
am I
it.
now? That I tried to get closer by kicking up dust.
I mean, it's running at you at what you'd imagine is like a full-on sprint. So this thing is going to be. I'll give you a clue. It's going next, and it will be on you next, unless it's killed, which it's you know.
Yeah, well,
You can't really tell
I'm
how
going
injured this
to
thing is.
take one of the sawed-off shotguns, put it on the, like on top of the windshield, and then wait.
Just so you know, it's behind you.
Is this
It's
an open
behind you.
top? Oh, okay. This is open
Yeah,
top.
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
all right. So I'm
open
gonna
top, but
take out the shotgun, reach behind me. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna take the shotgun, rest it over my shoulder, and then look in the rearview mirror. And then when it gets close enough, just fire.
Okay. So roll me a.
I don't have an
roll me-
XP for this to be awesome, so.
Roll me a speed. Roll me a speed check.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
I'm gonna reduce it.
Because like you are. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Reduce it by 3. So those of you who are new to the Numenera system, we have a set of. We have a health pool, which is our might, speed, and intellect total, and then you could use those points and fluctuate those points in different tasks to upgrade or upgrade your roll. Right now, he said it's a difficulty 4, which would be an 18, but I want to reduce it to a 3. So whatever the difficulty is, times that by 3, and that'll be your that'll be the difficulty